1 or 2 more minutes before we get started. Yeah. Wednesday special from Wequity. So we have three very smart, efficient, and ladies whom you can see on the video call who's going to talk to us today about pursuing their passion with purpose. So a little bit of why this topic, because the whole IWD is themed of give to gain, right? So on a larger perspective, it is about giving the opportunity, giving the podium, giving the platform for women to raise to their whole potential. But here we thought, why don't you flip it a little bit, and we'll hear from these women on how they have given time to themselves, right, to pursue their passion with purpose, and whereby they have benefited a lot, both in their personal and professional journey. And it's not too difficult to do either, right? It's all, so we really wanted these women to come and talk to you all about how you could actually pursue your your passion with purpose and still be committed and aligned to all the rest of the things that you do on a day-to-day basis. So I don't want to take much of your time. So we will take all the questions at the end of, at the end after all the three speak. So without no particular order, we'll just go with Arpita, who's going to, start off, introducing herself and just, talking to us about her passion and how she pursues it and what her learnings and some tidbits on how you could also take the same journey yourself. Yeah, over to you, Arpita.
Yeah, thanks, Divya, for that quick intro. Hey, everyone. Nice to have you all here, and it's a great opportunity for me to come and talk about my passions on occasion of International Women's Day celebrations. And a quick intro about myself. This is Arpita. I'm Executive Director in Wells Fargo, and I lead a couple of platform teams for the technology organization called CTO in India. And prior to Wells Fargo, I've been with multiple financial companies like JP Morgan and DNZ for last 20 years of my career. On a personal front, I'm married. I have two kids, in fact, three kids. The younger one is a four-legged Shih Tzu, and I'm based out of Bangalore. So today I'm going to talk about the two passions I have been pursuing, right? So one is the high altitude trekking, and the second one is the long distance running. And both are kind of interconnected, and like one led to the other. And growing up, right, so I was not really an athlete or anywhere close to being outdoor, and both the things got introduced to me much later in my life. In fact, post I had like both the kids, and that's when I started to do my treks. And I was fairly active, right? So I used to do hikes in and around Bangalore, but one random day, somewhere around 2016 or 2017, 10 years back, I decided that I should just sign up for an Himalayan trek and just see how do I like it. And I had not done my background. I had not background check or any research. And then I ended up doing my first Himalayan trek in 2017. And I enjoyed it so much. And ever since, I'm hooked to the high altitude trekking. And it kind of every year routine, right? So I make it a point that I take a week or 10 days off every year and go chase some peak or the other in the Himalayas, and I come back recharged, and then that's kind of helped me on the both my personal front and professional front as well, right? So I do a one week of mountains and I'm recharged for 6 months, and people can feel the difference in the energy level I have. And I loved mountains so much that I have taken my kids, including my Shih Tzu, on a couple of local hikes. And I've introduced mountains to my dad, like who is now 70, and we have done more than 5 to 6 treks, Himalayan treks together, right? So while trekking with dad, like there is one thing I realized that while I'm still young and energetic person who's still struggling to like summit the peak, my dad was acing it. And it's only because of all the disciplined lifestyle he had for last 40 years. And he has never missed a single morning walk, which he does like a ritual for last 40 years. And that's what made me thinking, like probably like and whenever I used to choose a mountain, I always used to look at that easy grade mountain to chase for. And I said to myself, like probably I should get fit enough to come back and chase tougher mountains in the future. So that's what got me to running. I heard somewhere that like, yeah, running helps trekking, and then I researched, and then I got enrolled into a running club, got myself a coach, and 2022, right about the time when I was entering Wells Fargo into a much bigger leadership role with more responsibilities. That's around the time when I signed myself up for getting trained in running. And my thought process at that point of time was, I'll go run 5K and then I'll go climb Mount Everest, right? So turns out that like it's not just like one day you're able to run 5K, like you ace it. Like you have to do it like consistently, like every single day. And that was like an eye opener for me, right? So where it's not like one day glory, so you need to like turn up and do things like every single day to like reach that level. So and running kind of became my lifestyle like in last 4 years. And I started running 5K, and before I know, I already aspiring to do a 10K, then half. So I went on to, in last 4 years, I went on to do multiple 10Ks and then multiple half marathons. And I've recently completed two full marathons, like one in Mumbai last year, and the recent one is in Jaipur this Feb. And I also went on to do a duathlon, which includes a bit of cycling and running in a single event. Uh, One thing which kept me motivated to go back to the field always, it's more than the actual event, like it's the journey and the training is what kept me motivated. And also it gave me like lifetime of goals, right? If I'm doing 5K, I was already aspiring to do 10K. And if I was doing 10K in certain time, I'm already aspiring to do in a much, much better time. And that's what kept me motivated to like go back to the ground every single day. And also like the like-minded people like we surround with, like who keeps you motivated, like even on the days like I was down. And then that gives me enough confidence to like go back and like add more peaks which I want to climb to the bucket list. So from some day to like I can definitely say like probably like okay, next year I'll climb this, or a year after I'll climb a different mountain. So, and without me realizing, running definitely got me into a lifestyle, right? So where discipline is already part and parcel of it. And it controls like everything like you pretty much do, like the time I get up, the time I sleep, what I'm eating. So, and that consistency is what keeps me motivated to go back and do what I'm doing every single day. And also like from a, if I take how it has benefited me from a personal life front or a professional life front, just like how you whenever you're climbing a mountain, or whenever you started running, like you don't see the finish line or the summit. So even in the life or in the professional life, there might be so many things out there like which you don't have permit to the big picture, right? So you just have to start, you just have to turn up and like do what you have to do every single day with the same passion, and then things will clear off. So, and both the passions are kind of interconnected, and definitely has given me a lot of I would love to say that I'm much more calmer, and I deal with things like with a lot more patience than I used to. And that's what like running has got me into. And in this entire journey, I have met so many people who had inspiring stories, and I hope I rub off some of my inspiration to you all. And if at all, like you still have some self doubt on like if you can manage both career and passion at the same time, you can always look at me, like for somebody like who had no clue on what outdoor looked like growing up, and climbing mountains and like running marathons now. And I would love to say that like I mean all you have to do is start, right? You don't need to be an athlete to do something. Like all you had to do was start, and all I had to do was to just start and then prioritize it and make it part of my lifestyle, so that I kind of balance both. Yeah, that's pretty much I had to say.
Thank you, Arpita. So may you conquer more mountains, and may you run more also, right?
Yep. Thanks,
So
Divya.
that's nice, and that's nice. And the thought that you left with that, it's just that. I mean, it's you just have to find where your passion lies, and it's not and for a person like you just said, who have been indoors, and to find that passion outdoors, I mean,
Yeah.
took so much time, but nevertheless you've stuck onto it, and you're going steady with it. I think that's quite a
Yeah,
thought.
I forgot to add one thing, Divya, and honestly, it has
Yeah,
given me an identity, and it has given me to talk about myself like beyond what I do for my day job, right? So,
very nice.
yeah, so that I mean, kind of an identity or kind of what I am beyond my work. So that also keeps me motivated to keep it going.
Absolutely. I mean, that's very essential for people who see their identity along with the job title or the company that they work for. I think this is truly outstanding. Yeah. Thank you, Arpita. We'll take questions for Arpita after we are done with all the talks. Okay. Now let's move on to Kairali.
Yeah. Thank you, Divya, for this opportunity. And Arpita, that was quite inspiring. So, yeah, I'll quickly introduce myself. I'm Kairali Krishnan, and right now I'm working with TCS as an associate consultant. Before that, I was working with Impact UK, and the first company was Infosys. So, I had worked for 3 to 4 organizations for now, and everywhere I try to bring my dance also along with me. So that's something which I always do. So I'll just go how it all and what keeps me motivated and how I'm managing it all. And on personal life, I am married and have 2 kids, who's in 8th and 6th grade. So yeah, I'll just get going from the beginning. So the love for my dance started as a toddler itself. So back in the kindergarten days, whenever I get a chance to perform on the stage, despite being sick or throwing tantrums backstage, my mom still recalls that the moment I step on the stage, I'll be smiling all throughout and enjoying the performance. So that's when my parents realized my love for dance, and they enrolled me for professional training with a classical dance teacher. So my dance started with learning Bharatanatyam, and gradually moved on to Mohiniyattam. These are all Indian classical dance forms from South India. So, and then I also learned Kuchipudi. So these were systematically trained during the school days, and I never missed any chance to perform in the school, and the teachers were very supportive. And that was really good, going good till the college days also. But see, after marriage, everyone will be confused whether we'll be able to continue. The support from the partner is very essential. And thanks to Almighty, I got a very supporting partner who encourages me every time. And moving to UK after marriage, I got a chance to perform in the Parliament of UK for the celebrations of different states. So, and he was extremely supportive during that time. So, thanks to all that, I seriously am able to do all this. And what keeps me motivated is something that I learned from my father and his time management and effectively following, keeping promises and responsibilities with his family and a disciplined approach. And that has actually helped me in shaping my uh, career, and this activity is also streamlined in a organized way, and so that helps me handle multiple tasks simultaneously. That's something which I got from my father, definitely. And then, how do the question I hear from most of the people is like, how do you manage it all most of the times? So, I think if you have a passion and if you are good in planning and time management and prioritizing self discipline, it is easily achievable for everyone. And even now, I look for opportunities in the societies that we live by organizing and choreographing community events, by helping other kids learn and perform on the stage. So every day, whenever we are teaching, we are also learning something new. and that keeps me. And not all the days are going very well. See, sometimes we'll have some big release project that we are doing, and we won't be able to find time for dancing. So, my advice would be to set aside a few minutes and just try to follow your passion, practice something, whatever you are interested in. Keep aside some time for that, and it makes a huge difference. And also, what I would like to say, this has helped me in my work life and also in parenting to a large extent. So it's dance is a continuous learning process. We make mistakes and correct ourselves. So the same thing is applicable in the work life also, and it helps me really bring up a cool and calm attitude. And people always say that you are always cheerful, and it helps us take the stress to some extent. And the approach to the life also changed the things. And my kids are also learning art forms, so we as a family we together sit and spend some time together, and that has helped them also in their studies and managing time better, and spend some time off screen as well. So these are some of the things that art and music and dance can do to your life. So my key takeaway to you all would be, you can take away if you want. Like, passion does not need hours; it just needs commitment, and break everything to a little bit of time. Spend every day a little bit of time for you, whatever you love, and that can take you to heights. And whatever it is, please start doing it if you haven't done till now. Yeah, that's it, Divya. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you, Kairali. That's really nice. So may you continue to light more stage and inspire more people and be that perfect role model for the next generation too, right? Especially the bit on, I really agree on the bit. I think everybody of us agrees on the bit of how important it is to stay away from screens, right? So definitely pursuing a passion or indulging in a hobby is one such way to do that. And another key point that you brought out, which really stuck on to me, is that we women are real multitaskers, but it's about the discipline that we need to bring in, right? Discipline and prioritizing. I think these are the two key things that we must bring in along with that multitasking, which will enable us to pursue the passion and make it an integral part. And whereby, like, after hearing to Arpita and Karali, I think we all definitely agree to the fact that how it has shaped you as an individual also, right? Especially in the outlook and the way you approach things. Great. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Kairali. So let us move on to Shweta.
Thank you, Divya. Thank you for the opportunity, and wonderful listening to Arpita and Kairali's, inspiration stories. Good afternoon, all of you. Happy Women's Day in advance. I'm a technology leader at Lululemon, and I have more than 25 years in the IT industry. On the personal side, I'm married. I have a 9-year-old boy at home, and I take care of a couple of community cats. I love pets. So I was thinking today, as in aligning to our topic about passion and what does that really mean to me. So I would think about it of something that I do regardless of anything else. That is not looking for anything on a monetary basis and not looking for social validation, but just me, just what I want to do. And with this, for me, what I think, what I am most passionate, there are many things I'm passionate about. So I had to nail down and think what I'm most passionate about, and that is fitness. So at a very young age in my life, I started my fitness journey then without thinking of the terms of passion or fitness itself or purpose or anything like that. I just liked sports, so I used to be a part of it. I never won anything in sports, but I used to just participate. Now at home, my elder brother used to teach me he started teaching me yoga at a very young age, maybe 12, 13. I was into yoga and strength building, and this came from home. Now I just saw improvements in myself. I played better sport, and people asked me if I was working out. So that was self-motivating. That just continued all through college, from school through college, that even when I started working, I continued this in terms of I find a sport anywhere, I would learn it, or my fitness journey at home. Now, later on in life, I got married. First came the job. I got a job, and then I moved to US. Now, there were more opportunities for sports there, like, skiing and ice skating and badminton. Well, I used to play on the roads over here during my time. We didn't have as many courts as nowadays. So there I started playing in a court. So again, it was sports, and that's all I had in my life. I had just work and, the remaining time which I used towards playing. But now I met some people in life who actually helped me understand what is purpose. So I met this man, a colleague I was working with, and he was planning his retirement. He was already about 55. He was an American and planning his retirement. And I was trying to talk him against retirement, not for monetary, but I was telling him that, see, he lived alone. His daughters were married and they had moved to other states, and his wife was no more. So I said, coming into office, you'll at least meet people. You'll talk to people. What are you going to do sitting at home? But then he said, who said I'm going to sit at home? He said, I want to do the base camp, Mount Everest. I want to do hikes in Canada. He should meet Arpita. So he had all these ambitions, okay? And he was like, I need the time to prepare for it. I'm fit right now. And he said, I want to continue. These are all the things. Then I thought, this is larger or bigger than what I was thinking. And I found this is so meaningful. I also heard about a man who would hike the Grand Canyon every time on his birthday. And at that particular year, it was his 80th birthday cake that he was cutting at the base of the canyon. And I thought, this is more meaning to the daily chores that we do, or it's more happiness and more long lasting than this is beyond office, this is beyond home, this is what you do for what we want to do, right? So now I started seeing a different picture of this whole thing. And if I think today, I cannot spend one day without any of my fitness activity. So I have not mastered anything, but all that I do is very disciplined, very consistent, 1 hour every day. Either yoga or swimming, I go for kickboxing classes. This is how I spend an hour a day. And if there's nothing of this, I just go to the gym for 1 hour. How this helps me, it's no different from Arpita and Kairali's, experiences that they shared. That 1 hour for me is complete mindfulness. I am not thinking about my son's exam or upcoming test or what he's even doing at that hour. I'm not thinking about office. I'm not thinking about household chores. There's nothing else in my mind. I'm only thinking, how do I get better than yesterday? How do I get fitter than yesterday? How do I learn more asanas? These are the only thoughts when I'm out there. And that makes me happy that I'm longing for that. So if I miss out that 1 hour, right, it's as bad as not brushing my teeth or not having a shower, which I cannot imagine. Now it's enrooted into my everyday life to have these activities. And the benefit I get, I am happy. There's nothing more than that. I am content. And when people actually sometimes people get inspired, and we all form this circle of inspiration. I get inspired seeing others, some people get inspired seeing me. So it's all well-being, it's all positivity that's flowing everywhere. I bring that positivity to work. It's increased my confidence. It just makes me happy. And scientifically, there'll be many other reasons, which is all of us would face, by the right chemicals being released. I don't know those names, but that's how it is scientifically proved. Why, when you do what you like to do, you have these positive outcomes of that. So for me, it's a lifestyle. It's a part of what I do every day. And if I were to share, how can you start? How can you actually make this a part of your lifestyle? I would say, first thing, do or look for what you really like to do. You're not in competition with anybody. You're just making yourself happy. So it could be baking, it could be gardening, it could be a musical instrument, it could be any physical activity. But whatever it is, make that conscious time for it. It should not be leftover time. I finish everything and then if there is time, I'll get to this. No. You got to prioritize. That has to be a part. Everything can work around it. That's how I do it. I work everything around it. And see, they would say the best is exercise every day in the morning. I agree. That's the best thing to do. There are scientific reasons. But end of the day, we have other things to take care. So what works for you works for you. Like the days I come into office, I'm lucky that my office does provide yoga at this time, 12 to 1, and there's a Pilates session as we are talking. So I do attend that. It's midday. If I'm not into office that day, I work out in the evening. So whatever works for you, we can't be 100% accurate, and that should not be a reason to stop you from going ahead. But prioritize it, and you can circle everything around that. Starting now is the most important thing. Being consistent is the other thing. You have to make sure you're consistent about it. There are other things you can do, like, some people say, I have read about habits. They say 14 days do it continuously, or 21 days, or 63 days. I've even heard that. Whatever works for you. If that helps, that's a technique. Having an accountability partner. Your accountability partner does not have to be in the same, let's say I'm into fitness, my accountability partner can be into gardening. But as that person shares that I grew this happened, see the flowers, see the veggies that have come out, that is progress that motivates me, that I did this today, I couldn't do it last year, or I couldn't do it last month. And you share that. That's an accountability partner. Somebody who keeps a check on you that, hey, you were supposed to do this, right? What happened? You're motivated in a positive sense without positive pressure, is what I would call it. The other thing I can think about is sometimes you may need this like-minded people. So if joining a group, and today we have so many communities for anything you can dream about. If you want to think about crochet or stitching, you'll have a community for that. So there's no dearth of, we are lucky that we are in such a time that we have communities for every space of interest. And you know what, when you start doing something, they say the universe conspires. You will find like-minded people. You will find everything working. All you need to do is start, and things will fall in place. You will find equipments. Today we have decathlon, we have everything. I'm talking only from fitness, but if I think of baking or gardening, everything is an ocean. You will find whatever you want. It'll automatically come to you. It's not just the universe. AI also will help you. You will get feeds on what you are looking for. And there you get connections, you get ideas. So everything will fall in place. So this is my little journey where I consistently stick to an hour of activity every day. It's benefited me immensely in terms of, making myself happy, more confident. And, you form this positive well-being circle of me inspiring people, people inspiring me, and that just continues. And, I would love to see you all into action. What are you waiting for? There's a lot of happiness out there. I'm sure everybody is following your passion in some way or the other. And if you're in any doubt, just start right now. There are ways to go about it. There are like-minded people, like I said, and you're never alone. You're never alone in anything you do. So start right away, and please send me on LinkedIn what you have started. I would be very interested to know that. And time and tide wait for none, so just get started is my advice. And that's all I had to share about this whole thing.
Thank you, Shweta. That was really inspiring, and I'm sure, like you have been inspiring, a lot of more people would be inspired by what you say, and some of the key takeaways which have left me thinking on what you talked about. Important thing is, like, how do you work around the passion and make it happen, make it part of your lifestyle, right? Make it an intrinsic part things, because, and then I think when Kairali also spoke about prioritization is another thing. So it should not be something that, okay, if I have time, I'll do it, but you have to make conscious, because that conscious time is really important to make you happy. I think that is another takeaway. So it's all about pursuing something that keeps you in the happy space. And Shweta, it's dopamine. That's the that's called the dopamine, is an enzyme that gets that makes you when we are happy. So I think we all definitely should treat ourselves with that, right? So we all need to give that little time and space to ourselves. And I think another thing that latched on to me is about communities, right? Like you can latch on to, and I really want to talk about our Wequity community itself. So we would like to, host also such things, right? We can have people in the community host these kind of sessions over the weekend, like Shweta told out. If you want a baking, we could do that. We could do that. What is that? Cooking, right? I mean, you have those cooking, like which doesn't require I forgot, I'm not getting the word, fireless cooking. Yeah, we could have anything, crochet or dance, anything we could do. So write to us, okay? I mean, I've got a little latched onto this thought of having these kind of communities within our larger women community also. So do write to us on which community you would be, liking us to be, just get started so that you all can contribute. And let's open it up for questions, having listened to all these three wonderful women speak. So do we have any questions? You could do a show of hand, or you could just post your questions on the chat window. Any questions? Otherwise, while they get started, Ritu, we had got a couple of questions during our registrations. So why
Yes.
don't you ask those questions? Go ahead, while other people think. Yeah.
So let's take 3 questions and any one of you can answer. So
Yeah.
the first question is, what kept you committed to your passion over the years? Anyone can take
Yeah.
up the question.
Or all three can also answer. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Yeah,
I think I'll take that. So it very well resonates like with everything like what Shweta covered, right? So that is a time like you truly feel alive and like that entire time is for yourself, and then you would want to like keep going back to it because of the happy hormones it is releasing, right? So and honestly, for me, at my home, people ask like if I've missed my run because they can see the difference, and that's where I come back recharged and full of life and things like that. So honestly, like I think the time we take out where we feel truly happy is what makes us keep going back to it. So I think I would say like that is it for me.
Yes.
Kairali, you had something to say. Yeah.
yeah, I would say, but from my childhood, I was in love with dance, so I would say the love was also there. Yeah,
Okay.
it is definitely making me happy, but I like and I love.
Yeah. That love made you stick on to it in all these
Yes,
years, right? You'd
yes,
never let it go.
correct.
Okay. Got
Yeah.
it. Shweta, anything to add to that before we move on to another question?
Yeah, it's the same, it's like that I see myself healthy, I see myself happy. And, when you meet like-minded people, like when people ask me of how I'm consistent, sometimes my neighbor would just say that seeing you walk to the gym every day makes me think that I'll get my bag too. So then I think, okay, I cannot stop now.
You have already set expectations. So that's nice. So people look up to you. Maybe that's the point, right? Yeah. Okay. Any other thoughts? Anyone else? I think this is the opportunity. I mean, you can all talk about your passions also. You needn't even ask questions, okay? You can just talk about what you do or what is a passion that you pursue or you want to pursue. We're open to that also. Anybody wants to go there? Otherwise, Ritu, you can, because we have collected a couple of questions. Yeah, Ritu, go ahead with the second question. Yeah.
So next question is, has your passion influenced your leadership style?
Who wants to go first?
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
So, see, I feel that being in a state of calm and discipline comes from when you do something that you like. So, end of the day, if you're chaotic, your mind is all over the place. If you're not rested well, forget about anything else. If you're not rested well, you're running around all the time. How would you be in leadership? You need to make a lot of decisions. You need to be calm. You need to be disciplined to listen to people before you jump up with solutions, right? If you yourself are not rested and calm and confident, then it's hard for you to play all these hats of decision making and all that, because your mind is all over the place. But having this kind of a passion, which is apart from work, which gives you that right feeling, you're in the right state of mind, which obviously helps in your leadership.
Good. Anybody else? Any thoughts on this question?
No, I think I very well resonate to everything what Shweta said, right? So, irrespective of whatever you're pursuing, I think like you are more calmer. At least I'm more calmer and like I'm not emotion or I'm reacting in certain way, and yeah, I think I can make decisions better. I can be there. So yeah, it's definitely like helped me that way.
Okay.
I
Karali, any thoughts?
agree with both of them, Arpita and Shweta. For me, it has also improved my creative thinking, I would say, and then it has helped the same way, calm and positive attitude, and be less stressful, and adding more cheer
Okay.
to the team. And yeah, that's it.
That's nice. Any question, anyone? Should I call out names now? Sonia, I can see you are in the call. Do you have any questions or anything to share?
After a long time, Divya, suddenly
Yeah.
I thought I was at home. So I saw this something coming up. So I thought, okay, familiar faces, very happy to see you all. Uh, there, I'm at home. I cannot switch on the camera. I'm not in that shape. So anyway, happy Women's Day, everyone. Getting inspired maybe at this age, seeing all you youngsters. Happy to be connecting back. And that's all.
Do you have any passion that you pursue, Sonia? You want to talk about that before
No,
you?
and nothing, I think. I mean, I was just listening to everyone. So as of now, I don't have anything else to share. Maybe next sometime later.
Okay, so you'll pick up something and we'll share later. Great.
Yeah, sure.
That's nice. That's nice. Okay. Thank you, Sonia. Ritu, do we have any more questions?
Yeah, one more question.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So, what advice would you give to someone who is still searching for their passion?
Okay. Who would want to?
I think it's important to keep trying out new things, right? So welcome the change, like keep trying out new things, and eventually you hit onto something like where you find your true happiness while doing that. So that's what I would say. Yeah, don't be afraid
Okay.
to try out new things.
Great. Kairali, any thoughts?
Yeah, so the same, stay committed till what you find something. Once you find something, stay committed to it and remain yourself about that consistently so that you don't lose the passion. And really set small, achievable goals and then keep it going on. So yeah, that's what I say.
Shweta?
Join all communities, one after the other. See where you find your place. Meet a lot of people, then you'll get to know more things that you haven't thought about. See, the very obvious ones are, fitness and running, maybe baking. Those are very obvious ones, but they could be teaching, they could be crochet. So just be out there. When you're out there, when you meet people, when you're in communities, you will get ideas and try one at a time. If it suits you, you stick on. If it doesn't, you move to the next. In the process, you will learn so many different things. So, and if not now, after some time, you may even want to go back and think, I think I'm better placed for it now. I'm more committed now to, say, gardening or whatever it is. So be out there.
Perfect. Okay, I think we are almost time, and so thank you, Arpita, Kairali, and Shweta for taking time off and coming and sharing your journey of pursuing your passion. And while wishing all happy International Women's Day, I think the biggest takeaway we would really want to leave all of you with is about the importance of giving time to yourself, right? Giving time to yourself because you deserve the little time to yourself wherein you are in your happy space doing what thing that you like, and that gives you happiness. That in turn, if I see it is just like an avalanche effect, right? You in turn spread happiness wherever you go, right? Otherwise you sulk, you brood, you share that vibe everywhere. So give that time to yourself. Like I said in the beginning, let this give to gain. Be giving time to yourself to make a better you, right? So having heard the journey that all three of you spelled out, it's all that you have all emerged a better yourself, right? Through pursuing the passion over the years, or and being consistent in pursuing the passion. So thank you all for joining. And like I said, we would love to hear from you. Like, if we were to start, forget about the tech part of it, everything. If you were to start, communities like this, I think, and if that can bring out the better, why not we do something in that angle also? So would love to hear from all of you on that, and have a great day ahead. And I think only one day of the week left, right? So 1 or 2 days. Yeah, have a lovely week ahead too. Wishing all very best in everything that you all do. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Divya. Thank you. It was very nice to be here. Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.